The Machine of War event is now live in Endgame, and it includes some brand new rewards, including the new Mammoth LMG for you to unlock and use. You need to collect fuel cans by defeating enemies and opening cases across multiplayer, zombies, Warzone, and of course Endgame. If you want to focus on unlocking the Mammoth LMG, you'll need to collect a total of 200 fuel cans across the 4 modes of Black Ops 7 to obtain it. Once you've collected the 200, you can start redeeming the fuel cans for items in the 3rd tier of the event, as you can see on the screen now. I found that the progress of collecting cans in Endgame was slow, so I switched over to Warzone's Resurgence Casuals. In this, you'll find that the fuel can will drop for every single elimination you get. The legendary loot caches will also drop a fuel can every time, and there is a high chance that the other loot caches will drop them too. I was farming between 30 and 40 fuel cans per match using this method, which allowed me to unlock the Mammoth super fast. The Mammoth isn't the only reward in the Machine of War event. There are a total of 3 tiers of rewards you can unlock by redeeming fuel cans at the main menu. The first tier requires 10 fuel cans per item, the second tier requires 15 cans per item, and the third requires 25 fuel cans per item. So if you want to unlock every single reward, that is a total of 20 rewards, which is a total of 350 fuel cans. You'll also unlock the Machine Fueled Challenge that gives you the Soul Eater animated weapon camo and 10,000 XP, which is a pretty cool weapon camo. So is the Mammoth any good? Is it worth using in Endgame? Let's discuss. The Mammoth feels like an alright LMG. It has its upsides and its downsides, as with any weapon in Endgame. It has 2 barrels that alternate when firing, which gives it a slower rate of fire compared to the other LMGs available, but it does have very little recoil. It also deals out a fair amount of damage. You can be hitting between 4,000 and 8,000 damage, sometimes more if you have Eagle Eye and Bulldozer equipped, and you are hitting those critical hits. Adding attachments like the LTI Stentorian brake and the 15-inch grovel barrel will increase the damage output slightly as well. As for utility bonuses, as with all of the other LMGs, the Mammoth can get 4 different utility bonuses. These are combat ready, swap reload, ultralight, and recoil reduction. Can't say that any of these are massively game changing, so go with whichever one you prefer the most. I have personally opted for combat ready on my build for the Mammoth just because it gives that slight increase to ADS times and sprint to fire speeds. But as I say, any of the utility options are okay. Sadly, there is no sharpshooter or escalation in the utility bonuses for the Mammoth. The addition of either of these utilities might have just made the Mammoth a top meta weapon for Endgame, but sadly they are not available on it. All the exotic effects can be rolled for the Mammoth, as with every weapon in the game. I'd always recommend you go for either shrapnel rounds or mortar rounds for the exotic, as these are the 2 best ones in the game for me. I ran the usual strike boss fights and glitch fractures to fully give the Mammoth a chance, but I'd have to say it's a pretty mid-meta weapon. It's not awful, but it's also not the best weapon in the game. If you are a bit of a completionist like me, then it's fun to unlock, level up, and complete all the camo challenges on, but beyond that, it's just an okay weapon. It's not going to delete any elite or boss types in the game, like some of the other weapons do. In all fairness to the Mammoth, providing you are hitting those critical shots, you'll be dealing out a fair amount of damage, especially if you have Eagle Eye equipped and Bulldozer if you are hitting enemies up close. This was a fun challenge to complete, but the Mammoth is nowhere near the top 10 weapons to use in Endgame in my opinion. I'll be uploading more Endgame videos over the coming days and weeks, so make sure you are subscribed so you don't miss out. I have a Discord server with well over 800 members in it, so if you are looking for teammates or want to discuss Endgame further, the link is in the description below. You can now also take your support for the channel one step further by becoming a member. You'll get exclusive badges, emojis, and access to a member-only chat in the Discord. As always, thanks for watching and have a great day.